go jab cross. Yeah, Jay's going to throw that jab back at my head. I'm going to slip. Yeah, so I've loaded the leg. I'm going to step in and hit my body clinch, and Jay's going to go back and do the same. So he's going to jab cross, in, just in that body cross. That body lock position. Okay, so one more time. So here, just nice into your body lock, making sure that your head is more up than it is down. Okay, because if it's down, that's where you're going to have a problem with this particular move. Alright, it's going to go the same thing. So use that jab, cross, yeah, roll underneath, and then just attach. Okay, so I like to go far side arm around the body and the near side grabbing the leg. Okay, you can body lock, or you can just take the back. It's up to you. Maybe have a play with all of them. So 1, 2, roll, tap, come around, take the back. 1, 2, roll, body lock. 1, 2, roll, yeah, body and leg. Okay, making sure that the head's up, ears attached every time. Alright, on 3. 1, 2, this knee goes on the mat into the penetration step. Okay, this leg's going to go on the outside, head's always up, and then that L'Oreal. Okay, so not doing the full takedown just yet. Yeah, just there. So again, 1, 2. I know they're going to throw a jab, so foot goes in, round, and just keep that continuous movement. Okay? Okay. Yeah, making sure that I've covered into my tie clinch, into my collar and elbow first, just to make sure that we've defended the arm. We're then going to go into the tie clinch. Okay? We're going to hit 2 knees. So 1, 2, and then rotate. Okay? So I want Jay to come this way. It's usually easier to kind of pull him to the side of your back leg. So I'm going to step around that circle and then fire one more knee. Okay? So that jab cross, 1, 2, does that big shot into your tight bum position, roll, then another knee, and then you put a right hand on your shoulder. Okay, let's go. Sam as he throws his big overhand, I'm going to crash into the middle, so my elbow is definitely attaching to that armpit kind of shoulder region. He comes in to throw another punch, and goes to the bicep. I'm just going to pull forward slightly. Jay's going to pressure in, so he's going to move forward. So I'm going to lift the elbow up and drop this inside knee. Okay, so as he pushes, that little drop in to get that duck under position. Okay, so one more time. 1, 2, in, crash in, so I'm nice and covered. Hand straight here, just a little pull to start with, so then they start moving into you. Okay, as soon as I start moving in, that's when I throw that elbow up into my body lock position. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
One more time?
Yeah, please.
Okay. 1, 2, in, cover, yeah, little pull. As soon as you feel the drive, you can go to the legs if you want. Okay, so you can either body lock, take the back, or get the legs. But it's that nice, easy. Yeah, it's not like boom, we're not trying to knee the floor. Yeah, just a little drop, lift that elbow up, and then come round. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, using this high underhook, making sure that the hand's attached to the shoulder. Okay, so from here I'm just going to use that little bit of a bump. So as soon as I bump, I need to take this hand down. Okay, because if not, I'm just doing this sort of thing. So you need to clear a little bit of a gap. So I'm going to bump, overhook, shoulders already attached to his shoulder over the top. So then from here, driving down into your figure 4 position, just touching outside knee. Yeah, then round into your front headlock position. I've already got my cow capture. Okay, so walking them down, block the elbow, then come round to hip on hip. Okay. So we're just going to go through that as a long drill and spend a bit more time doing this. So, over under, yeah, bump, over the top, okay. So you can see that this near side leg's kick back a little bit because it's not in, I don't want in a position where I can grab it, okay. So kick that leg back, figure 4, slight knee, then round into your front headlock position. I've got the cow catcher, so I'm pulling the chin, walking down. Block the elbow of the side that you want to go to, Okay, you can cut the chin and kind of twist the chin a little bit as well, just to help get round. Through, don't have this hand dangling, and that's where we can start punching. Alright? Nice long drill that one. Arm isn't staying in this position. Now you can kind of help yourself a little bit by kind of lifting that up, but sometimes people will start bringing their arm around the front of the body, which is absolutely fine. It just means we have to switch to something different, or we have to go straight to our front headlock. So when the hand comes round into here, we've got a bit of a decision to make. So we can either shuck to take the back or to clear a bit of space, or when the arm comes round, I'm going to pull the shoulder down to go into my front headlock. Okay, so we're gonna miss the figure 4 knee. Okay, but it's going to give us some other options. We've also got another position which switch this side, which is called a Russian tie. Okay, so here, and this is what we'll practice next, is going into a Russian tie position. All right, so I've cleared, I've gone from a hook, but the arms come across. Okay, so from this position, what we're going to do is this arm's going to come over to the wrist. I'm going to pull the arm down. So I can still break the posture and use the same thing to get his posture down, which is my shoulder. But I'm keeping the arm nice and tight, and I have the arm straight. This is called a Russian tie. Okay, so we're going to switch to this now. So we clinch in, boom. I clear some space, down comes across the front. Okay. Across front. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to switch and grab the wrist and pull it into my body. Be careful with this because the arm's straight, so I don't want to see boom. Especially, if you're a more ample chap, you don't be breathing in and breaking your arms with your bellies. But shoulder still goes on top of the other shoulder. Pull that arm straight. Okay, into this position. Then from here, this is where we'll look at doing some of the different stuff, but also going into our front headlock. So the other person's going to take their arm across the front now. Some of us are doing it already. Okay, let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3. We've got this Russian tie. Okay, so I'm in here, I've got that shoulder above his shoulder, and I'm in this position. So the first thing that we've got from this position is kind of a shuck. Okay, so what I'm going to use is I'm going to use my bicep to kind of push him forward a little bit. Okay, I have to have the posture broken down. Okay, if he's up in this position, he's probably got more chance of getting away, but this is where we could use it for striking. Okay, so posture down into here. I'm going to shuck him, and then I'm going to come round with this hand and try and grab his hip. So forward to take his back or her back. Okay, so go through the full thing. So here, make sure that this arm's nice and high. We've hit the bump, broken posture, straight into a Russian tie. We can also start grabbing the legs if we want, but I always find with the shuck it's easier to come round and grab the hip. Okay, so we're just going to move them into the front. It's not a massive movement, so when I'm doing it, it's just a little bump. So it's similar to the first shoulder bump. Okay, so it's like that gangster kind of dance. We don't dance with boogie. Okay, so it's just there. We can start looking to attack the legs as well. Okay, as long as they're movement and they take that step forward, that's the key. Because from that position, it also opens up some opportunities to strike. So his hand goes across into here, but that posture, I can use that shuck to then start setting up kicks and stuff. Because they're in a position where they're not able to attack you. That's when you can start throwing some big power kicks. Okay, so have a little play with a few different things. If you are kicking, don't blast them in the face. It's too early. Huh? What was that?
I'm making sure she's there.
Alright. Two high position, and we're driving, we're kind of pushing them down. Okay, when the difference is the shuck is kind of just moving them across. Okay, so I'm using that kind of bicep. Sometimes I flick my elbow a little bit just to get a bit more momentum. We can do this to also get them onto the floor, not only kind of move them across on the feet. And some of us who kind of already started doing this, so driving that shoulder down is gonna help. Okay, so I'm gonna drive the shoulder down and I'm gonna shuck to the floor. So the hands go on the mat. Okay, and then this obviously gives me my opportunity to then start getting my back control and things like that. So we'll have a quick go at this. Okay, so here, really break the posture down, step back a little bit and then shuck them so the hands go on the floor. Okay, so it's a little bit more down, whereas the stood up shuck is across, okay, nice and high. My downward one, push down, and then throw it down to the mat. So this is where your elbow flutter kind of helps a little bit to get the hands on the mat. Okay. In mixed martial arts, let's just kind of think about the situation as well from an MMA point of view. As soon as they have 3 points of contact to the floor, you can't kick them. Okay, so as soon as you end up in a position where that, you're no longer allowed to kick them. Even that, you're not allowed to kick them. But if you, and this is one of the benefits of doing the shut to the side, there, that's when I can throw the kick. Okay, when I do the second one, and the hands go on the mat, I can no longer kick the head. I can kick the body. Okay.
You can kick the body.
You can, so yeah. Yeah, you can
Definitely.
enjoy every moment of it as well. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Looking at using like leg manipulation of the legs and trips and stuff. So with takedowns, you know, we've got our double leg takedowns, our single leg takedowns, our wrestling based takedowns with like front head lock. We've also got some judo stuff that we do as well. So where we're kind of lifting the person to then throw them. But we've also got like little bits of leg trips as well. And this is one of my favourite positions to get a leg trip. So I'm going to get into the same Russian tie position into here. Okay. So if this leg isn't backward like that and his leg's a little bit more forward, we're going to use a little bit of movement just to clear the leg, because I want this leg backwards and to be able to get this far leg. So I might step forward a little bit from this position. Okay. I'm going to step with this back leg first to here. Okay, and then this leg is just going to go on the inside and kick back. So it's a bit of a strange movement, but this is my favourite thing from this entire year of learning martial arts, is this kind of circular movement. So it's the side of my leg that's clearing their leg. Okay, so I'm going to step forward first, so here, and then this leg is just going to circle round to get the leg back. If the leg's already back, that's brilliant, job's done. Okay, but let's just have a little practice with that little circle. So all together, get into we'll do our line dance. All right, so we're going to step forward. Okay, and then this leg is just going to circle out. That's it. Okay, one more time. So step forward, and then we're going to circle out. And that's it. Yeah. So like you're rolling the ball to maybe volley or something. No football. I sounded convincing then, didn't I? Soccer guy. Okay, here, and then I'm going to step and circle that leg out. Okay, keeping pressure on top of the arm and on top of the shoulder. Okay, let's just do that first of all. 1, 2, 3. Put that foot forward. So stepped across, and it's just the knee. Yeah, so you see how my foot's not touching the leg at all. It's the knee that's coming in. Okay, so here, step, knee, and then this foot's going to go to the outside. Okay, so as soon as that near side leg goes backwards, this foot's going round to trip, and I'm just pushing in a little bit. Okay, so if you're with someone who you're a bit bigger than, don't just steamroll them. Yeah, focus on the technique. All right, because it's the technique that will get it. So here, I've got the posture broken, step across, I clear the leg first, and that foot just goes behind the heel. Okay, so I'm lifting my toes up a little bit, but it's that attachment against the back of the foot that's really important. So okay, just come this way, mate. Just so you can see the foot. So here, 1, yeah, clear the leg first, back, then there. Okay, and then I'm just pushing in a little bit into there. It's never that clean in a fight. You know, when you're scrapping and you're sparring, it's definitely a lot messier and a lot of other things are happening. Sometimes we have to grab the foot. Okay, so when we're here, because we're in this low position anyway, it's a lot easier to then just grab that foot and do like what we call a heel pick. Okay, so you might need the heel pick as well. One more time, because I'm sure Jay's sick of this. Get in. Yeah, but you see, foot doesn't touch, it's all the back of the knee. Okay, there. Into your takedown. Alright, give it a go. 1, 2, 3.